Hey, what's up, Philippine basketball fans? My name's A, and today let's talk about Luis Alfred Tenorio, the captain and the best, if not one of the best point guards that ever played for Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. If you have been watching the PBA for the past decade, you are already familiar with this man. He has one of the most iconic moves in the PBA, the legendary Pambansang reverse, and his signature crossover that breaks ankles and making his defenders look silly. During his 11-year stint in the PBA, he is already a 3-time PBA champion, a 3-time Finals MVP, and an 8-time PBA All-Star. With just a height of 5'9", he is one of the perfect example of a player with a big heart and the determination of a real champion. Before he reached all of this success, just like MJ, he didn't started playing basketball as we know him today. At the early stage of his career, he struggled because of his size. However, when his elementary school team faced the Ateneo grade school's basketball team, he pretty much dominated the game by scoring 31 points in just 21 minutes. After his elementary days were over, he first went to Adamson, eventually transferring to San Beda, where he won a title in his junior year, but finished just third in his last year with the Red Cubs. Because of his solid play as the main point guard for the Cubs, the Ateneo Blue Eagles saw his potential and recruited him. At the start of his collegiate basketball career, he made an immediate impact for the Ateneo Blue Eagles as a rookie. He helped them to reach the UAAP Finals where they battled it out with the powerhouse De La Salle Green Archers, with the players like Captain Hook Cardona, the sweet shooting guard Renran Ritualo, and the high-flying Mike Cortez as their main point guard. It was proven that the Big Three is too much for the Blue Eagles, but despite being overwhelmed with the talent of the Green Archers, at Game 3, Tenorio exploded for 30 points. However, they eventually lost that game and so is the series. The following year, in 2002, he would once again lead the Ateneo de Manila back to the UAAP Finals. This time, he and his team would not be denied as they exacted vengeance on the Green Archers to win the UAAP Men's Senior Basketball Championship. In his third season, he also led the Blue Eagles to its third straight finals appearance. However, this time, they faced the FEU Tamaraws, which is being led by the season MVP Arwin Santos. The Tamaraw decimated the Blue Eagles pretty much the whole series, sweeping the Eagles 2-0. His final two seasons with the Eagles are pretty much underwhelming since most of his teammates had already moved on to pursue their dream of playing in the PBA. After completing his collegiate eligibility, he played for the PBL. It is like the PBA D-League today, where college aspirants hone their basketball skills and at the same time raise their draft stocks by performing well in front of the PBA scouts. Because of his outstanding tenure in the PBL, LA was drafted 4th overall at the 2006 PBA draft despite being with the most talented draft class that year, with Kelly Williams as the number 1 overall pick and Arwin Santos as the 2nd overall. In his rookie campaign, Tenorio averaged a decent 8.2 points per game in 22.3 minutes per game as a backup point for the San Miguel Beermen. In his sophomore season, he saw his minutes increase from 22.3 minutes per game to 28 minutes per game, but for the surprise of the many, he and the fellow rookie Larry Fonacier got traded to the Alaska Aces in exchange for Mike Cortez and Ken Bono. Under the helm of Coach Tim Cone, Tenorio flourished as the main point guard for the Alaska Aces, and with Willie Miller, they formed a dynamic duo that led the Alaska Aces to the 2008 and 2009 All-Filipino Finals against the Talk-N-Text Tropang Texters. They fought well against the powerhouse Tropang Texter that is being led by the league-leading scorer Mac Cardona, together with the current best point guard in the league, Jimmy Alapag, and the versatile big man Randel De Ocampo, alongside with the most talented rookies in that year's draft, Jason Castro and Jared Dillinger. However, the Alaska Aces eventually lost to the Talk-N-Text Tropang Texters in 7 games after winning the first 2 games of the series. During the 2010 Fiesta Conference, the Alaska Aces management felt like it's time to end the duo of Tenorio and Miller. This is because Miller's play is starting to decline. After getting in terms with the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings, they decided to trade Miller for the younger and athletic Cyrus Baguio that is very frustrated for the lack of playing time in Ginebra. This deal proved to be fruitful for the Alaska Aces. When Miller got traded, Tenorio took the leadership from him and he led them to the promised land, winning it all at the 2010 Fiesta Conference against the San Miguel Beermen. Tenorio played exceptionally well against the Beermen, winning his first PBA title and his first Finals MVP award. At the 2012 All-Filipino Cup, 2 weeks after they drafted Calvin Abueva as the second overall pick, the Aces got involved in another blockbuster deal involving 4 other teams. As a result, they sent Tenorio to Ginebra and acquired J.V. Casio, Tondo Hontiveros, and Ginebra's 2015 second-round pick. During his first season with Ginebra, he temporarily replaced J.J. Helterbrand as the main point for Ginebra, as the one-time MVP struggles with his injuries during that year. He immediately proved himself as a reliable and proven leader as he averaged 14 points per game and an improved 5 assists per game in his first season with them. However, Ginebra continues to struggle despite Tenorio's excellent play because of numerous coach replacement and locker room drama. This finally comes to an end when they appointed Tim Cone to be their head coach in 2016, reuniting him and Tenorio in the process. But despite having a better system and coaching, Ginebra continues to struggle under coach Tim Cone's triangle offense. This is because most of Ginebra's veterans are used to a run-and-gun offense. In the 2016 Governor's Cup, Tim Cone, Justin Brownlee, and LA Tenorio finally ends the 8-year title drought of Ginebra, beating Meralco Bolts in Game 6 where Brownlee hits the game-winning 3. This also helps Tenorio to get his second Finals MVP award, averaging an outstanding 7.2 points per game, 4.7 assists per game, and 3.8 rebounds per game, hitting clutch shots when they needed it the most. At the 2017 Governor's Cup, Coach Tim Cone, Justin Brownlee, and LA Tenorio teams up again to defend their Governor's Cup championship and to make history as they got their first repeat championship for the 2017 Governor's Cup. Tenorio averaged 14.6 points per game in the elimination round and 12.9 points per game in the playoffs, getting his third Finals MVP award and once again breaking the hearts of the Meralco faithfuls, beating them in 7 games. He is also one of the catalysts of the success of the Smart Gilas team that ended the so-called Korean curse, where they finally beat the South Korea for the right to face Iran for the battle for gold. However, the size and the experience of a championship team of Iran proved to be too much for Smart Gilas as they cruised to victory, breaking our hearts in the process. And that's all folks, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time. Peace.